everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. My name is Debbie and this is my crafty den. And if you are a returning viewer, then thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate the support of my channel, and I am doing the setup. Yes, guys, I'm doing the setup for my Happy Planner one book system. So I got this idea, I did it last year and it worked amazingly, but I got this idea from the whole One Book July challenge, where everything that you keep track of goes in one book. And I can't do that. They don't make a planner big enough to keep track of everything, but Happy Planner does make planners to keep track of almost everything. So I decided last year that I would just use it in one book. So for 2 years now, I've been using the most amazing black discs, but they were plastic discs. I need expander rings. I need expander discs. This year I have these rose gold. I have the rose gold metal discs, and this is what I'm going to use this year. I am so excited to use these. I just happened to be in a Michael's one day and they had these on sale and I'm using them. So I also have the black snap-in hardcover. I would have loved the white, a white hardcover snap-in with rose gold discs. I think that would have looked amazing, but I also think that the rose gold will look good on the black. And I couldn't keep a white cover clean, guys. I'm not kidding when I say I use this for everything, and because everything's in it, I use it a lot. So let's get into how I put this together. I've already done a video a week back, maybe a little more now, where I did a review of all 5 of the planners that I have found that I'm going to use for this year. So I'm just going to slide these over here to the left of me so that I can get to this. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my cover out of the package. I used the same black cover last year. When I purchased them, they were half off, and I got 2 of them because I knew I'd use it again, and I do know that black, no matter how careful you are with it, black still gets dirty too. I gotta say though that this cover wiped off fairly well. So I'm going to, these are really stiff. They last, once I put these on the discs, they don't have to come back off again though, but these guys are really stiff. So I'm going to put these on, and I have my 2 extra discs. I'm just going to set them up here and put the other side on. Like I said, it's really stiff. And I'm going to leave this in, guys. You can see how stiff this is. The regular covers, I struggle. Now, it might not be this hard for you. I do have arthritis and I do struggle a bit. So if I can find an angle to put this on here, maybe a little bit easier. There, it's getting a little easier as I get towards the end. There. There, I've got it on. I've got it on. After that, I need a drink of coffee. I have my boss lady mug today. I'm feeling like a boss lady putting this together. So this planner, the Flora and Fauna planner, so I don't need this right here. And I am going to, here, I'll just use this. I'm just going to write it on this. I'm going to write home and animal care. because this planner is going to be the planner that I do household projects, like if I'm going to redecorate a room, if a major appliance or something needs to be replaced, when the guy comes and changes our water filter in our water purification system, the light needs to be changed every so many hours. Things like that are going in here. Plus I have a cat, I have a dog, I breed rabbits, and I keep track of some chicken breeding and things like that. But I could also do gardening. So any of that type of stuff to do with my everyday life is going to go on here. So I don't need this. I don't need the calendar at a glance. But what I do want is the perpetual calendar and January and February in here, because I'll only do 2 months in here. So I am going to take these off the discs. Yes, you can pull them all off just like that. And I'm going to put these in here, maybe 1 month at a time. I see, I try to get greedy and do too much at a time. There, so you can put a month on here, no problem, because this is the last section that I'm doing first. And this. And this. And I am taking this cover off because last year I didn't do this at the beginning of setting up last year, but I did find out that you can put these inside of these covers, no problem, because these are made to fit over a full planner. So you can put your covers in. And I chose my planners partially based on what was inside and partially based on the covers, because I wanted a cover for each section that I loved. And I love this, Stay Wildly Grateful. And so that's my home and animal care planner at the back. And what's going next? This dashboard layout is going to be my social media planner. So I'm going to write social media right on the front here. And once again, I want the perpetual calendar in this one because I use it. And I want January. Isn't that pretty? I love this peachy and rose gold. And February in here. You can comfortably fit 2 months on your expander discs. I have 5 planners, 2 months. It's actually only 10 months. So let me do this. January and February. Right up to March. So I'm taking that as well. Right up to there. So I'm going to take my front cover, and then I'm going to set this back here, and I am going to put this section in. So February, and January, and the perpetual calendar. And the cover. The covers just make way better dividers for the sections than the other things that I use. So the next section that I'm going to put in here is going to be my budget. And I'm going to do the same thing with that, guys. I'm going to use my front cover. And January and February. I don't need the hello page. You don't need a hello page in every section. I just have such an easy time popping some months out, and other months are harder. Usually this isn't quite this struggle, and there, kind words cost nothing. Isn't that pretty too? I have a thing for polka dots, I think. So I'm going to set this back. I'm going to stack them right so I don't slide all off my table. And then, oh, did I figure this? Did I do this wrong? February. I flipped it over when I set it down, didn't I? It just looks funny to me. So, get straight there. February. This divider is a hair shy of coming out as far as the pages go. This is a little bit crooked, guys. I have noticed the difference, and I'm sure everybody else has too. The quality of Happy Planner in the last couple of years is going down. I hope if Happy Planner watches any of our videos, and I'm going for all of the planner community, that they get their act together and get the quality back up to where it was. So save now, spend later, my budget. The next section is my wellness. And this is going to be used for a lot of different things. And I got the wellness dashboard recovery. It's a dashboard recovery layout. I don't know that I don't think I need the perpetual calendar in this one because I don't keep track of, I'm going to put it in. I could put doctor's appointments or something like that down here. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to take it. Let's do this. Put February 1st. And then put January. Is this not the most gorgeous planner ever? The dividers in this planner and the cover and the blue discs and everything about this recovery planner is perfection. It would have been nice, because it's so pretty, it would have been nice to do something like this in a regular planner for people that don't do a recovery planner, because in my opinion this is one of the prettiest planners that they put out this year. Yes, it's gorgeous, and I want the front cover as well. That, and that. So February goes in first because I work from the back to the front. And then January. My bits. My perpetual calendar. And the cover. And then my personal catch-all planner is going to be this blush watercolor or neutral watercolor or whatever it is that they're calling this planner. But I love that all it says on the front is 2022. So it's going to be my front cover. And I chose the rose gold discs because of this, guys. Look at that. Oh gosh, that is perfection, absolute perfection. Personal catch-all on there. Then I am going to use this Happy Planner belongs to, so I'm going to do the whole thing. And that's going to be the only hello page that I use in here, because I don't need them all. I don't need a hello page for every section. There. So this is going into the stack. So, oops, I got two covers together there. There. February. January. And this will go here. So when I open my planner, I do crafts at this desk too, and Christmas crafts and Christmas paper crafting add a lot of sparkle to your everyday life. Yeah, so people that do that will get that. So 2022, and so my first section is going to be personal and catch-all, and that is just for those that didn't get that other video right off the hop. That is just a very plain, absolutely neutral vertical planner, because this is what I like my everyday routine to be on. The second section is that recovery planner that I'm going to be using for a wellness, and the layout for that is this beautiful dashboard style with this worksheet on this side, which I absolutely love. I think this is going to, I think I will probably be doing a little bit of journaling throughout the week in these sections over here. I have a few places to make some lists. I've got some trackers here because I always add a tracker to my wellness setup anyway, and then I can do how I'm feeling and my menu planning and calories and diet, following all that stuff on this side. So perfect, just perfect for wellness. And the next section is my budget. I love this layout for this budget planner. So this says save now, spend later, and I loved this cover. This is the Brights budget, I think just because of the bright colors, but these little foiled gold dots, some of them are actually dollar signs on here. This is just so cute, this cover. And this one is a little off too. Come on, Happy Planner is not doing themselves any favors by not, like the quality, all these covers should slide on here perfectly, and this one is off because these are tight, and I don't like that. So hopefully they'll wear in, or I'm going to have to get a punch and punch out or cut out a little bit of these holes. They're just not big enough on these discs, guys. They're really tight on here. So it may just be the space. So I'll work on that and doctor it up probably. It seems to fit really good right down to here, and then these three holes seem to be off a little bit. So come on, Happy Planner, get your act together. Your stuff is all supposed to be interchangeable and fit. So these papers work just fine on here. So it's just the cover that's off. So I have my perpetual calendar, and this will be where I keep track of my bills every single month. So I can go through and write them down here. So at a glance, I can see what's paid by whether I've got it checked off or not. Most things are paid automatically. And I love the layout for this planner. So once again, these little dollar signs. So I kind of decorate my monthly in my budget planner, so I can budget for special occasions, birthdays, things like that. So I'll do that in the monthly spread. And then I have the working. So already I've started to put some of January's bills in here so that I could show you. So I will put my housing, I put my taxes, my sewer, water, my house insurance. We have no mortgage. My utilities, my insurances go under personal, my vehicle payments and things like that. Now I took this one out because I didn't need medical in here. I will put the little bit that I spend on medical, I can put under personal, and I put gas under transportation. So I have transportation and gas. So I'll do repairs and things like that under here because there's not that much of that. But I do get gas 4 times a month because I get it every week, and there's enough room in here to do that. I also have an other here if I need it. But so I have this amazing work page, and then there's a weekly for weekly expenses. So you can just open this up. Now I am going to put bookmarks in here, and I'm going to show you right now how I'm going to do some of those. So I've mentioned a few times in my videos that these plastic bits that are for hanging the planners up in the store are really great to keep, and I'm going to show you why. I am going to put my paper trimmer down right here. I am going to grab my scissors, and I'm going to cut at the top here to get this off, and at the bottom here to get this off. I'm just going to do it like that first. Then I am going to take this. I am going to just trim this off. Just trim it off. Not much. I don't want to take any more of this off than what I have to. I just want a straight edge there. So like that. Then I'm going to take my scissors and cut, because that's dangerous. It's really sharp. Then at the bottom, it doesn't matter. You can cut a little bit more off if you want to. Okay, let's just toss the trash over there, get rid of that. And then if you put this in here, it sticks out the top. So now when I go to, I'm not going to close my front cover, guys, because I'm going to have to work on that cover. I'm not happy about that. So now when I go to my budget section, I just have to go to that first bit, and I can open directly to the page that I'm working on. Plus this is clear, perfectly clear, and it doesn't hide anything. So you still have your 2 pages at a glance. I have a few like that in my planner that I'm using now because the new year hasn't started. It doesn't start. I've still got another week, I think, to plan in my planner. I can't wait to move into my new planner. So the first week of this planner is the last week of my 2021 calendar. So you have an option. Do you want to plan at the end of the year? Do you want to plan at the beginning of the year? Because it's the New Year's, Christmas week will be my last week in my 2021 planner, and New Year's week will be the first week in my 2022 calendar. I'm making the switch for that week. I'm not leaving it. So I guess you could plan in both. But yeah, I like moving into my new planner for that. So that's what I do. I have, and these are fairly thin. They don't take up a lot of bulk. So yeah, they make perfect dividers. And so this is the planner that I'm going to use for social media this year. I still have a bit of glue on here. I'm going to have to get some Goo Gone. I can't get that off. Anyway, so I'm going to make this work this year. It may be a bit of a learning curve to try to go to a dashboard layout for my social media, but we'll see. I do think that each week I'm going to use these top 2 lists for Instagram and Facebook and things like that. I may try to pay more attention to those things this year. I haven't focused on them much. I've just been focusing on my YouTube channel. Life gets in the way a lot. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping that this will work for me. I really, really have high hopes for it. And the last section. So this planner here is going to be a great planner for, I'm just going to maybe name it Homestead, because it's going to be for house care and animal care, things like that. Maybe even my gardening and stuff like that. This is going to be that planner. So this is a different planner, guys. This is a monthly layout. I've never used a monthly layout before, but I think this will be great for that. Haven't decided how I'm going to use the perpetual calendar yet, but this monthly layout is going to be for my breeding schedule for my animals. And then I have this. It does not have a weekly layout in here. It has this layout. These pages don't necessarily have to be capped. So these pages, this page here, the one that's right behind the calendar, which will be my breeding schedule, I am going to turn this into a financial spread. So I want to keep track of sales, feed costs and supplies and things like that, because I need to know, I need to be able to justify if keeping these animals is worthwhile. I also have these little trackers that are in here, and this page is going to be just great for notes of things that have to be done. I have my top 3 priorities and some aligned section. Then I may actually take out 2 pages and just throw them into my notes paper and keep the last page here, only because it is the back side of this. And I do want to have that pre-planning page in there. But there's lots of room in here, guys. It's like a perfect little notebook for keeping track of farm stuff. And yeah, it's just going to be great. I think I'm going to have fun with it. And I have all my notes where I need them at the end of the year. And I should end up with a little thin planner here. And because I don't have to keep all the pages, I'll just basically be keeping my monthly and my financial sheet. So I may have just this little wee section of this that I have to keep at the end of the year. The rest of it's just going to be notes to help me get stuff done. So there's that. And I'm done. Let me flip this. That's really tight on the rings. I'm going to fix that here in a minute. So I do hope that you love this setup as much as I do. If you did give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below. Let me know if there's anything that you would do differently. And by all means, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that now so you can keep track of what I'm doing in all these planners in the next year to come. And I will see everybody in the next video. Bye-bye for now. Okay, guys, I just wanted to come back and give you a little PS on my video and let you see what I've done. So this is flipping much nicer now, and what the problem here was is that these first 5 holes were lined up perfectly. Then this one was off a hair, this one was off, and they were off a little wee bit. And to fix that, I just took my Power Punch. This is the We Are Memory Keepers eyelet setter, and it does have a little punch here, so, and it cuts through almost anything. And so I just used it to punch the hole a little bit bigger, but I had to take the scissors and cut there a little bit for that one. And then this one was a little hard to flip as well, but it wasn't offset so much that, except that these little slits that are, there's a little half circle punched, and then there's your little slit that slides around the discs. These weren't cut wide enough. So I just took my tiny little scissors, and all I did was on both sides of the existing slit, I cut just almost the width of the blade off. That's all. Just a hair off both sides of the slit there, and this is sliding on here just perfectly now. So yes, happy planners, some of your covers aren't getting punched accurately, so keep an eye out for that, guys. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't matter if you're not switching things about, but if you go to put this cover on a different planner and all your papers punched right and the cover's not, it's gonna be tight. So it's all done, it's all fixed, I'm all happy. The whole thing now will flip. See that? The whole thing flips. And even this is working a little bit better than it was. And I think that's just because those 2 covers were pushing these and making them tight. So even this is working better now. So now I'm all happy. I have my setup for 2022. So bye, guys.